Trust is not love. Trust is not loyalty. Trust is not safety. Trust is a loaded gun, and the moment you give it away, you give someone the power to end you with a single pull of the trigger. That's the truth no one wants to admit, because admitting it means questioning everything. Your friends, your family, the ones who call you brother, the ones who call you lover. To admit it means to strip away the warm blanket of illusion and stare into the cold reality. The world doesn't kill you with enemies. It kills you with trust. Think about it. When has an enemy truly broken you? Never. Because you expected it, you were ready, you knew their blade was sharp, their hatred was pure, their intention was war. But betrayal comes from those who hold your hand. Betrayal comes from the ones you let close. Betrayal comes not from hate, but from the twisted roots of trust. That is why trust is a weapon more dangerous than any other. A gun, fully loaded, cocked, silent, hidden. You give it away thinking it makes you safe, but in truth, it makes you vulnerable, because now your survival depends not on your strength, not on your will, not on your fight, but on the shaky hands of another. And people's hands always shake when it matters most. Understand this: people are loyal only when loyalty serves them. People are honest only when honesty benefits them. People are trustworthy only when trust does not stand in the way of their own hunger. And the moment that changes, the moment greed or fear or envy takes hold. The gun you gave them fires, and it fires without hesitation. So when you trust, you're gambling with your life. You're rolling dice with your future. And most men lose because they never learned how to measure, how to test, how to calculate the weight of the hands they place their lives in. They believe too quickly. They trust too easily. They mistake words for proof, gestures for loyalty, smiles for love, and then they wonder why the blood always comes from behind. Enemies are not the real killers. Friends are, lovers are, brothers are. Trust isn't the bridge that saves you. Trust is the bridge that collapses the moment you step too far, sending you crashing into the darkness below. And the sick truth is, you built that bridge yourself. You want to know why the strong walk with suspicion in their eyes, silence on their lips, and caution in their hearts, because they've seen it, they've felt it, they've bled from it. They've handed away their trust once, maybe twice, and the scar it left was deeper than any sword could carve. Once you've been betrayed, you learn the cost of trust, and that cost is always blood. So you keep your circles small, you keep your eyes open, you never hand out bullets without knowing who's strong enough to carry the weight. Because here's the bitter truth: trust changes men. Some crumble under its weight, some misuse it, some grow addicted to the power of holding another man's life in their hands. Very few protect it like it's sacred. Very few are built to be worthy of it, and that's why most men bleed. That's why most men fall. They keep handing out loaded guns like they're gifts, like they're symbols of loyalty, like they're proof of love. And each time the gun fires, each time another scar, each time another reason to never trust again. But here's the cruel twist: you will still trust, because no matter how cold you become, no matter how many scars you carry, no matter how much you hate the taste of betrayal, you will find yourself handing over the gun again. Why? Because even the strongest hunger for loyalty, even the coldest crave someone they can rely on, even the ruthless ache for a hand that won't let go. And that hunger, that craving, is exactly why men continue to bleed. Trust doesn't just kill. Trust doesn't just break. Trust enslaves. Because once you give it, you are chained to the possibility of betrayal. You wake up every day knowing someone else has the power to end you, and power, when it leaves your hand, is almost always abused. So remember this: it's not hate that destroys you, it's trust. It's not enemies who end you. It's friends, it's not strangers who bury you. It's the ones you loved enough to hand them the weapon. And if you still believe otherwise, if you still think someone could never hurt you, could never betray you, could never fire the gun, then you've already lost. The trigger has already been pulled. You just haven't heard the shot yet. Trust is not love. Trust is not loyalty. Trust is not safety. Trust is a loaded gun, and once you give it away, the barrel is always aimed at you, and the world will never hesitate to pull the trigger.